All right, we rolling? I'm going to explain why exactly people hate YouTube. YouTube used to be a lot of fun, but with the algorithm, it will flag things that you're just like, no, this is not nudity. This isn't anything. But by the way, Freedom Phil, like, subscribe. Turn up the video speed. Let's get into it. You should be watching this at least at 1.5, 1.75. So I made a video earlier commenting on an article someone was talking about. Aaron Clare was talking about how women that are taking small doses of testosterone are finding a revitalized sex life. Like they're actually in the mood, because they say the passion dies. More likely your hormones just change as you get older, kids, day-to-day life. And this kind of makes them feel like they're in their teens or their 20s or still when they had a little bit of action in their 30s. And so I was commenting on that, and the thumbnail I used is like two stick figures. Two stick figures. There's no areolas, there's no nipples, there's no, vagine or anus or, no thruster chickens, It's just a black and white photo. You could actually claim that it looks like the two stick figures. Well, not really totally stick, but they're a little thicker. But it's just a black and white photo. There's no actual anything showing. Not even a chicken, cock. You could actually claim they're playing leapfrog, doggy style, obviously. And the algorithm was like, da da da, da da da. That's nudity. Okay, I'm gonna be fucking honest about this. I have seen some of those vile shit on YouTube. You're not quite motherless. You're not quite Rule 34. But if you type in certain search terms, you can see people fully nude on YouTube. You can see, like, oh, God, you want to see a good example of that? What is it? I don't know if they've taken it down by now. I doubt it. See-through cleanings. Basically, these women wear these clothing where you can clearly see their vag, see their nipples. There were, on the video, for instance, that I did, it was just me out here in the wasteland, just kind of pointed this way, maybe towards the dog, solar oven. By the way, beautiful sunset here. Gorgeous sunset. There was no nudity. The thumbnail, there was no nudity. Now, I get that robots do robot things. But if my thick stick figures that had no naughty parts showing, because it's two stick figures playing leapfrog, we'll call it that, dog style. If that is, a bridge too far, it's nudity, then you better take all the rest of the crazy shit I see on this damn website off. I see women with their boobs hanging out like damn near everything but the areola. Like, when they got the long hangers. I see women that are in some booty shorts. I see women dolled up like prostitutes. I see dudes that might as well be wearing the see-through stuff. You see the craziest crap. You see some of the cartoon or gaming characters. And yes, if what I posted, which was nothing, literally nothing. Now that's either in the distance birds or coyotes, one of the two. Could be coyotes. There are also some migratory birds around here. But what's the point? Everything under the sun, if you know where to look on YouTube, even fucking weird crap, like, where, some of the weird subculture fictions, fan things and things that aren't even legal, you can find it on YouTube. But a picture with no naughty parts showing of two people playing leapfrog, doggy style, well, it's not even humans. It's literally like cartoon stick figures. This violates our policy on nudity. I don't really have a future on YouTube. I don't. YouTube is a Reddit. Let's be honest. It's as bullshit as Reddit. It gets a little better sometimes, but it always goes a little worse. It's always like, one step forward, 10 steps back, or in this case, you try to take a step back and they take 2 or 3 steps forward next time. It gets worse and worse every year. I don't want to be on like some ultra conservative, you know, platform or some like crazy outlandish stuff. But it gets to the point where you're like, hey, maybe over there, I can just have a normal conversation. I could actually, you know, when you hear about some of the crap that you see posted, I don't care for Twitch. I think Twitch is a fucking cesspool, you know, and the double standards on Twitch are just sadly pathetic. But Kick looks kind of okay. And there's a few others that have kind of, you know, come up here and there that I've thought about. But the idea that, you know, you're just like, you want to try to spice up your fucking videos or your live feeds. So what you end up doing is you put a thumbnail. And a thumbnail that has no nudity. Doesn't look like it's copyrighted or anything. It's nothing, you know? And inevitably, the fucking algorithm, the future is AI, well, not yet, is so fucking dumb that it takes a stick figure cartoon thing where there's nothing showing. No pointy parts. No pokey parts. No boobs, vagine, or whatever. There's nothing. There's nothing. Duh. You know what I really think happened? It was either the algorithm or somebody was watching it at the company. I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. Nobody watches me. And they were like, I'm offended by what you said. So we'll just blame it on the algorithm. Or you're so smart at this corporation with your stupid fucking algorithm that you program an algorithm that's mentally retarded. To be real about it, tell you the truth, I've said most everything that needs to be said on YouTube already. You know, as far as here's how you save money, here's how you find cheap land, here's how you do this, hey, here's where I'm traveling. I mean, the traveling part kind of changes. You know, here's what I'm cooking. That's kind of something here and there that happens. But for the most part, all that's left on YouTube is just a handful of people. I'd say 95% of the traffic on YouTube is robots and fucking retards. You got 5% of people that are actually people. Even if they're trolling a little bit, they can have a conversation, they can have fun, they're decent. They're okay. For trolls, some of them are fun. And for some of them, there's just normal people with good conversation. But the rest of it is just this pathetic algorithm-driven slop. And then you got the fucking morons. You know, like, and here's the thing. Let me tell you something about the morons on this damn site. You're nearly indistinguishable between an algorithm, a program, a chat bot. Some of you are so fucking stupid. Your comments are so single optic. It's not. It's like, are you angry? Are you hurt? No. It's just your comments are stupid. You're trying to get a jab, but you're not good at it. You guys go with the same basic bitch shit. So either you're some retard, you know, fucking room temperature IQ, you know, living in their mom's place or some shit like that, or living in the ghetto, or living in, you know, some like foreign country. We now have dial-up type of shit. Or more likely, it's just a chatbot. So 95% of the traffic on this damn site is fucking garbage. And then the algorithm flags shit that isn't even literally what it's supposed to be. You know, like if I actually wanted to put up nudity, like two people boning doggy style, do you think I wouldn't have just got something that was real if I really wanted to put up nudity? No, I got purposely two stick figures, cartoons where there's no naughty parts showing, or it looks like they're playing leapfrog. But yeah, it's clearly doggy style. But there's no parts touching like that. There's no parts to be seen. And this is a lot of the reason when people talk about, you know, kind of like the death of social media to some degree. Yeah, there's always a new crop of fucking morons. Yeah, I'm 45 now. There's always another crop of fucking morons. Every year coming onto the scene. Every 4 years, you just replace another crop of morons, or every year sometimes. And there's a fad, there's some people, and they get on there, and then it fades away. Then they go on with their life. So much like another coal vein, every generation has another group of fucking idiots that acts as the fuel to keep this substandard platform going. Plus, Google has so much money, that's a lot of it. In the same way that like other major billionaire tech people, whatever, kind of do the same thing. But I at least expect, if you're going to tell me AI is the future and use algorithms to do shit, you know what you should do? At least get it right. And when someone puts an appeal in and says, this is clearly, there's no nudity here, all you had to do was fucking look at it and say, yeah, there's no nudity here. It's just a cartoon picture. There's no naughty parts showing. Yeah. Fuck YouTube. Fuck it. Fuck YouTube. Fuck it in its ass. I'm sick and tired of the stupidity of it. Later.